hunger for battle.
You come into
I'm afraid we
Narbo.
cannot. At your command.
No, not Narbo. You need to be just across the border.
Your next command.
Now you can recruit. Okay, so this is my Uber recruitment area. So I could use you as a reinforcement force. Oh, I've got the Ravenna Elite Ballistari. I forgot about them. They're expensive. So what's the difference? Let's have a look. So these guys... Melee attack goes up, charge goes up, melee defense goes up, armor is the same. They have 1 more hit point, 3 more morale, 2 more shots, and a significantly increased rate of fire. Huh. If I recruited a bunch of these, I could effectively use them to replace the
Get the fortifications ready.
current crossbows.
Fight with us.
So this is 2 legions worth, right there. Let's do that. Although, you're not going to have a huge amount of experience. How are these guys doing for experience? Actually, they're not hugely experienced.
At your command.
Right, because I just had to retrain them. So, yeah, they died.
Ready for battle.
Let's just get a bunch of the Ravenna Elite Ballistari.
Ready
We'll
for
get them
orders.
here, then we'll go across the borders to Ilusa, so we'll need to go here. We'll upgrade them to gold standard damage, and then they can go and join one of the armies.
We hunger for battle.
I like it. I like it a lot.
For battle.
Meanwhile, you're still in Bakara. Bakara could get its upgrades, so decision time. Do I want you to get more food? This is going to be one of the only ways you do, although Asturias could still get a wheat farm, which maxed out will generate another 108 food. Which will more than pay for an upgrade to a metropolis. I just need to wait for the growth, so you need 2 more points of growth. That's gonna take a while. Do any of these increase growth? No. So I'm not necessarily convinced that you need a food market. Money from culture. The only culture you have, I think, is the circus. Oh, and the governor's estate. Or we can get the... Well, actually, this also increases just straight up wealth. 1,200, which is quite a lot. That's an increase in industrial, but you don't really have any industrial buildings. The wine market also increases your roads. And squalor. +2. You're 2. You'll go up to a 3. You could afford that. Oh, there's... Okay, I do produce industry. I produce quite a lot of industry. That's animal husbandry. That's commerce. $1,000 as a leather worker. Animal husbandry. 1,000 from industry. Builder's workshop. What's that produce? It's the same regardless. So I might actually change this to a leather manufacturer once the builder's workshop is done, because by that point most of the building should be done, in which case I'm going to be producing more industry, so actually having this as a slave market could actually pay. Or I could just not upgrade you and wait for something better to come along. Like this, where we can upgrade the iron smelter and make a tool maker so we can sell some more iron to my friends. I think that's a better plan. Also, Elizabeth still hasn't been upgraded. This is a port just waiting to make me money. Your sanitation can more than deal with that right now, so let's make you a trade jetty. That's extremely efficient use of funding right there. Right, so we have researched improved incendiaries. We can get the barbarian recruits, which means that barbarian use are better. I don't really use them. Or more integrity and experience. Don't really see that. +2 replenishment for everyone would be nice. I think I need more economics. I still want to avoid the churchy ones. As nice as they are for that public order bonus, and believe me, that's going to add up quickly, and the state religion conversion, I still don't want to block myself out of the technologies. It's a difficult decision, that one, and there are definitely penalties for not adopting it. +7% wealth from commerce. I have a lot of commerce. Ah, it's got to be this. Decentralized state, +15% from subsistence, which is the central town, like the urbs or the metropolis or the towns, whatever. And then 7% from commerce, and I have a lot of commerce because I have a lot of ports. And this will also allow me to upgrade my gold mines to level 4, which is a huge amount of money. We'll do that. In fact, that's a good reason to not upgrade this, so that I can keep the squalor here for the jeweler, because it's going to go up by 4. And also the public order is going to be an issue. But I earn 1,000 more in commerce, and I have a lot of commerce modifiers in that city. Also, my food supply seems to be sorting itself out, which is nice. So some of these places might actually be able to start paying some taxes. Although this is autumn, so this is not necessarily indicative. And let's also destroy that church. Replace it with something more useful. That is a lot of culture being produced here. Onwards. I should also have seen where Attila is. Need to find out how much time I have before bad things start to happen. That's a Jute army. They've come south in a hurry. Ooh, the Huns look like they might be backing off slightly.
We request that
Stop
you join this.
It. I appreciate the fact you're offering more and more money now, but no, not happening. Oh my gosh, Eastern Rome immediately goes for Crete, because of course they do. You guys are obsessed. You're just suiciding fleets into Crete. Why? Sassanid separatists. Sailing straight for me, of course. Hostile agent activity. Attrition, wavering loyalty. Ooh, should have double checked that actually. Who's this? You're marrying. She good. Go ahead. How is my control and dominion? My dominion's super strong. We have respectable power. And then one of these guys was getting dubious loyalty, that guy. Oh, it's the newbie. Secure his loyalty.
Commander?
Still ill. Damn it. He's not made a huge amount of progress.
Heaven be praised.
Right, and there was a champion over here trying to cause problems. Unfortunately for you, I have a Master of Murder fairly nearby. So, oops. Stabby, stab, 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 stab. Critical failure.
I still live.
Against a level 1. You're like a level 12.
may I serve
How?
you? Heaven be praised. I am a shadow.
And I'm going to
As
leave
you
this spy
command.
in this area just so we can keep an eye on what the
Is there nothing else?
Hunnic army is doing. I think it's quite important to keep eyes on them. Let's move you over to his
Stand to,
army.
men.
Let's have you normal
At
stance.
your command. At your command.
Right. Eastern Rome have got another... Oh, bloody separatists are back again, so we've got the Civil War.
We hunger for battle.
Well, if the Huns really are backing off, then I feel like we might actually be able to go ahead and rebuild Florence, which is going to allow me to rebuild the whole of
Ready for orders.
Rome.
Commander,
Costs 5 grand.
ready for battle.
That even gives you experience? Alright. So Fiorentina is back, we just need to rebuild it, which is going to take 3 turns.
Commander,
How about
ready
you
for
stand
battle.
outside the city rather than inside it? Neapolis. I mean, I could upgrade some of the cities here. Upgrading you to an herbs is expensive, but I think it would be worthwhile. We also need you to have a reservoir. Sanitation's become an issue in both of these provinces already. In fact, you had straight away got smallpox. Straight away! Oh yeah, you were the ruins with the disease. I'd forgotten about that. And we still have a building here we could build. You know what, this could be a library. I feel like I'm missing an important building. We have the church here, we have the governors, we have the culture, and we have the reservoir. That's military. I'm just going through the... I know that's going to be military. That's a gold mine. You don't really have anything. Cordoba. Same. Yeah, I think we're just going to get a library in Rome. I mean, the other thing which Rome had was the monuments. But that's for unit recruitment. And I don't really see that being hugely important here. Or again, I could just not build anything. Let's do that. Diseased ruins must be Skaven. That does sound suspiciously Skaven-like. Let's upgrade you one more time. That's all the money gone. I believe we've moved the armies and things that we wanted to move.
Commander,
We could even go and try and rebuild Verona. And just get Italy up and running again. I mean, it's going to be squishy. It's a very soft target. But I could retake Venice and then build Venice into an actual fortified centre. Put a big garrison there and everything again. Because it is a choke point. And then build a military port too. For even more garrison. And hey, Shadowhawk. When did I say there wouldn't be another Civil War on my watch? I was just happy the previous one ended. I wasn't watching. I don't know what the Huns did. What's this?
No mercy for the wicked, for they are weak. Guard our spirits and keep us from eternal darkness. He opened the 6th seal, And behold, the sun became black, and the moon became like blood. Protect them. Give them your strength. The day of reckoning has come.
Is it 440 because Attila's script to die of age in 440s? It's 445. The broken bow. They plucked out the hair on their heads and made their faces hideous with deep wounds, that the renowned warrior might be mourned, not by effeminate wailings and tears, but by the blood of men. Attila, the scourge of God, lies vanquished. Without his leadership, the hordes weaken and begin to dissipate. I have freaking survived! I've done it! Rome is still here! There will be no mercy for the wicked. Bonus objective completed 1, so I got a bunch more money for that. Time marches on. We've achieved much, but our people face ever-increasing odds. Famine. Straight away. Mission issued. Absolution. Achieve any of the victory conditions. Gain 10,000. Maintain at least 60% of the following religion across all provinces. Latin Christianity. At the end of your turn, have an income of at least 20,000. Oh, an income of 20,000. I was like, I've got 20. Oh, income. Right, yeah. Research the following technology, militarized society. I think that's the end tech. And defeat the Suebi in Spain. Defeat the faction by capturing or raising the last remaining settlement. Yeah, we've done that. And technically, once I've rebuilt Liguria and Venetia, we finished the minor victory. Military victory, we need to survive for another 5 years. Control 110 settlements. We have half of that. Defeat 20 factions, we've defeated 11. Maintain control of all of this. We have to retake Britain. Maintain 120 units, I have 182, so we've done that. And construct the following 4 buildings. Metropolis, we're not far off. Triumphal Arch would be difficult. And research 16 Miltex, we've actually got 18. Cultural victory, control 95 settlements, we have 51. Control those, we haven't yet. Control these 6 buildings, we haven't done that yet. Produce the following amount of wealth from all buildings, 50,000. We produced 70,000. And then Divine Triumph is even more. So we basically just need to survive for another 5 years by the sound of it. Attila is dead. Long live Rome.
How may I serve you?
That's a lot of priests. But where's their army? Have the Huns just disappeared? They just wiped out? No, they're still here. Run by Magor. That's... They'll be in here.
I go. On the move.
That's not them. There they are.
As you command.
Is it just one guy? They just lost like their entire army.
How can I assist you?
I just want to kill these priests. You've got a lot of murdering to do, buddy.
Lucifer,
Don't fail.
pleased.
Better.
I have completed my mission.
Well, I must admit, we've basically done what I wanted to do, and that is survive with Western Rome. So, do you want me to continue with this campaign, or do you want to see playing somebody else? Because there's not that much more to do. I feel like the rest of this is going to be fairly grindy, just repopulating everything. Like, the big battles are done. They're over. Attila's dead. And I really don't want to grind through fighting the Sassanids, because that just doesn't seem that interesting. What do you guys think? Has this series finally finished? Because I'm quite happy to call this a success. I mean, I can repopulate Italy in a turn. 2 turns. People are saying go after the Picts, have that huge fight. Yeah, I mean, yes, but that's going to be another probably 10 turns away. Because I need to get at least 2 of my legions up here, probably all 3 of them, and still guard this against the remnants of the Huns. You know, I think I'm going to end it at this point. I've done everything I wanted to do. We've unlocked the entire chain of units, so you've seen everything in action, with the exception of the Ravenna Ballistari, and honestly, they're just more advanced crossbows. So I think I'm going to call it at this point. We'll play as somebody else. I really want to try Age of Charlemagne, because I haven't done it yet. That was fairly well rated, and I'd just like to see the more advanced, like, Frankish units. Play as the Jutes. Oh, fight the Jutes. Maybe in the future. Play as the Huns to learn how to use cavalry. Well, that's one of the things the Franks do. They have really good heavy cavalry, which I think would suit my style a bit more than horse archers. So yeah, I'm going to call it at this point. I'm going to also call this stream, because we've got another 20 minutes to go, and I really don't want to start another stream like right at the end of one. I'd rather start a whole new stream with a new game. I think I'm probably going to keep Sundays to the Attila slot. This seems to work pretty well, so we'll start a new campaign next Sunday, and we shall see who it is. Quite probably Age of Charlemagne, because I want to see what that's like. So, thank you everyone for watching. I do hope you've enjoyed this, because I certainly have. This has been a really long-running series. This might actually be the longest series, with the exception of the Mega Campaign, which was 3 separate series, that I've ever done. Like, we're well over 100 episodes on YouTube. Might even hit 200, because I've still got, like, half of the whole series to go. Like, YouTube is, like, Medillardium just fell, and we've just retaken it here, so full circle. So yeah, I'm going to call it here. So thank you everyone for watching. I do hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, be sure to hit that follow button to get notifications when I'm live again in the future. If you've really enjoyed this, then do consider subscribing. Helps the channel out and lets me do more of this kind of content. If you want to support the channel other ways, check out my Patreon, which Mr. Thompson has kindly provided there. That's at patreon.com/MordredViking, or just click on the link. I do also have a YouTube channel where you can find this series. So if you want to know how on earth this entire saga came about, you can find the entire series being uploaded over there on YouTube. It's currently on episode 111, I think. So when this actually comes out on YouTube and it's like episode 228, they're going to go, crikey, okay, that's how far ahead he was. So yeah, that's on YouTube, which is youtube.com/MordredViking. And then also Discord, which is where I hang out, it's where the community hangs out. They're a cool bunch, they know an awful lot about games, so if you want to come hang out, talk about games and that type of thing, then please do come join us, and you can find that at the link provided over there. I'm going to just take a very quick look to see who else is streaming, as Door Monster was very kind to raid me.